What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. And as always, hopefully you are in the market and not trying to time the market. So it says here, the market is going to be open for like another couple of minutes. So let's just get into it. It says the Dow, S&P 500, Nasdaq edge higher after big ADP jobs miss. Remember, today's employment report came out. So let's get into the news. Hope you guys are doing well. So it says here, U.S. stocks inch higher on Wednesday as Wall Street digested a sharp slowdown in private sector hiring growth, with one eye on prospects for U.S.-China trade talks as a steel tariff hike kicked in. The S&P 500 was up about 0.1%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq composite rose roughly 0.2%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was just above the flat line, building on the major index's strong start to the week. So stocks are trying for a third day in the green after investors welcome unexpected signs that the labor market is holding up in the face of President Trump's tariff escalation. Okay, so I guess the labor market is being hindered by the tariff issue, right? It says those hopes got a reality check on Wednesday, however, as the ADP National Employment Report showed private sector hiring growth fell sharply last month in May. Private payrolls increased by just 37,000, the lowest in over 2 years and well below expectations. In another sign of tariff uncertainty weighing on economic data, the Institute for Supply Management Services, PMI, registered a reading of 49.9 in May, below the 51.6 seen in April and lower than the increase to 52 economists had expected. May's data marked just the fourth time the service sector has fallen into contraction in the past 5 years. So Trump lashed out at Jerome Powell after seeing the ADP report early Wednesday, urging the Federal Reserve Chair to lower interest rates. He is unbelievable, Trump posted. So overnight, Trump's Tuesday order doubling tariffs on steel and aluminum imports to 50% came into effect, with only the UK spared the jump in duties on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Wednesday is deadline day for trading partners to make best offers for a deal to fend off reciprocal tariff hikes scheduled for July. So optimism for a U.S.-China trade pact dimmed after Trump called President Xi extremely hard to make a deal with in a post to social media earlier Wednesday morning. The Geneva tariff truce between the two has appeared increasingly fragile amid clashes over issues such as chip exports, rare earth supplies, Taiwan, and visas. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the market. You know, the data's report, the ADP report for employment came in lower than expected. It's affected by the tariff issue with President Trump. We have to see what happens. So the market just closed, right? So let's see what some stocks did today. So Apple lost 45 cents today, closing out at $202.82. Microsoft gained 90 cents, closing out at $463.87. Nvidia gained 70 cents, closing out at $141.92. My information technology ETF, FTEC, gained 62 cents today, closing out at $185.50. I just keep going back to when things were at like a all-time low, when FTEC had gotten down to like $150, maybe even lower. Let me see. And those that are part of my private group on Facebook. I was telling them to buy the dip. Buy the dip. Hopefully they did. Because the stock has gone up at least $30 in the last couple of months, right? So Broadcom gained $4.23, closing out at $261.08. Palantir lost $3.16, closing out at $130.01. Tesla lost $12.22, closing out at $332.05. What happened with Tesla today? Let's see what news came out about Tesla. Oh, Tesla's China sales. Yeah, okay. What else happened today? Said Palantir. Went over Broadcom. Oh, SPLG, S&P 500, gained 2 cents today, closing out at $70.14. Amazon gained $1.64, closing out at $207.35. So that's it in the stock market news for today. As always, invest, people. Create a budget. Get out of debt. Get out of your personal loan debt. Get out of car loan debt. Get out of student loan debt. Get out of credit card debt. Get out of all forms of debt. Tackle your debt. And then after you've tackled your debt, invest 15% of your income into your retirement. Create, fund your kids' college. Create 3 to 6 months of living expenses. If you have a mortgage, then all that money that you use to pay off your bills, now that you have 15% of your income going to retirement, you have your 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Now start throwing all of your money towards paying off your mortgage. And your mortgage could be done maybe in 5 to 7 years or 10, however long you choose to take. And then after your home is paid off, you can do whatever you want to do with your money. But you should always have full control over your money, something that you're working hard for, right? So yeah, but first you need to create a plan by starting a budget. Write this stuff down. Write the vision, make it plain, and put action behind that vision. Start putting in the work and follow through. It's going to take a lot of discipline, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. Not everybody will understand what you're doing because not everyone does it. So it's not meant for them. So just do what you need to do in order to get what needs to be done. And yeah, a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I pretending to be one. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your hard-earned money, because any and all information on my channel is for entertainment purposes only. All right, so I'm going to end this video. Have an early morning meeting here on this side of the world. All right, so you guys take care. Please continue to invest, people. If you're not investing into the stock market, if you can afford to right now, at least invest into yourself. Create a budget so that you can free up some money so you can invest. At least invest into your company's 401k plan. Or if your company doesn't offer one, or your job, create an IRA. You can set up an IRA. If you can't do it, if you don't know how to do it, you can go through your bank, talk to a financial advisor. All right. So you guys take care. Have a blessed day, because all will be well regardless.